In every industry, there are those fearless leaders, the iconoclasts, those who shatter down ideals and implant their own, those who make mischief and mystery and magic. And I think one of the coolest people right now in the makeup industry is DANESSA MYRICKS. I say that unapologetically. I think she's amazing. We have watched her grow, expand, formulate, reformulate, and boy, this is her, I think, at her current, not final, but current pinnacle. Today we're going to be looking at the DANESSA MYRICKS Lightwork 6, the Freedom Palette. It is $128, and we're going to talk all about it today with me, Rebecca. I am a beauty and fashion editor and journalist. I have worked in the beauty and fashion industries for well over 20 years with some of the biggest names in the industry, and I have created Not Fit for Print Beauty as a sort of live beauty magazine that you can kind of flip through every day or so here on YouTube. Yes, as an editor, this is the type of designer that I worship. She's cool. DANESSA MYRICKS is cool. She is. Not just in the fact that she takes risks with her creations, but also in the fact that she herself seems fearless. She is not. Somehow she's unpretentious and down to earth, and there's just something about her that is magnetic, along with this palette, in addition to this palette. We have watched DANESSA MYRICKS play with formulas throughout the seasons, and this one, it feels like they've all just kind of come together and they all work well. Because a lot of times in the past, people have said, oh, I love this, but I'm not a makeup artist, so I'm having trouble using it, and this can be used by everyone. So let's talk about this palette. I will mention this again in the video, but my order got delayed, and I was okay with it because it meant that I could take time to make the video and not rush it. And it also means that a lot of you have your own palette and can add your 2 cents, your worthy 2 cents in the comment section as well. Okay, the really fun thing about this $128 palette is how versatile it is. It is magnetic, it is customizable, it is stackable. So first of all, we have this nameplate for DANESSA MYRICKS that she has in all of her palettes, but this time it comes out and it's a mirror. I still have the backing on mine, but it's a mirror. Then the palette itself, of course, is magnetic. The top comes off, so it's not going to be flopping closed on you. And each of these little palettes is removable with a little carrying case, as you see here. And that is incredibly cool. I'm not taking them out, but there's a little finger hole there, and you can take each of the palettes out, and you can reorganize them. You can travel with them, and that's really fun. The shades inside, there's some mattes, there are some duo multi-chrome. They are for use on eyes, on your face, on your lips. You can dust your shoulder with some of the shimmer. There are 3 curated color stories with 18 different pigments that can be worn alone or layered. This is a really cool palette. What we're going to do in the demo, and I've got all sorts of good stuff, but in the demo, we're going to do one eye, and then 2 eyes. So this palette here is what I'm currently wearing on my eyes. And we're going to try them on the face. I have some of the pigment on my lips right now. You can, sky's the limit with this. And that creativity and along with an approachability, you know, you got to have that sense of play with DANESSA MYRICKS where you kind of just want to roll up your sleeves and get into it. And that's what I feel like when I see these. So the editor in me gets very excited by this talent and excitement, positivity and fun. And it doesn't take itself too seriously either. It's like, just get in here and, you know, like I said, roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty and wash your face off if you hate it and start over. But you're not going to hate it because it's really, really fun. All right, let's look at some swatches, shall we, in 2 different lights. Here are the way the palettes are laid out or the pans are laid out, I should say, in the palette as it comes. You know, you can switch it around. But here's how it is. And we're looking at it first in studio lighting. This is the Lightwork 6, the Freedom Palette, studio lighting. It's really pretty, but you're going to see it a little better outside in the warm California sunshine. And in the sunshine, I'm able to really move my arm around so you can really see those duochrome and triochrome, multichrome shades. I think I do a better job of it outside. As I said, these shades can be layered, they can be worn alone, they can be all over the entire face or just the eyes. There are no rules except to just experiment. Have a good time with makeup. I know we wear it to be pretty, but you can be pretty and have fun at the same time. So what I want to do now is break and go to the demos. I am going to wash my face so that we can try on quite a few different looks here with this DANESSA MYRICKS palette, which I am proud to own. I really enjoy it. Well worth the money in my mind because we're not getting this kind of innovation. I compared DANESSA MYRICKS Genius to Pat McGrath during the demo, and I see that as relevant, but just in general, we're not getting a lot of this innovation right now in a slightly stale makeup environment, just a little bit. So this one's fun, and I think worth it. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and let's go to the various demos, shall we? The base of my makeup is done, but no mascara, no eyeliner, because I'm going to wash my eyes, you know the way I do when I've got 3 different palettes. So we'll do one eye, and then both eyes. As usual, I am not a makeup artist. I do leave the artistry to you guys, but let's just play around and let's just have some fun with makeup. I think that's what DANESSA MYRICKS does, and that's what leads to her creativity. So I think we're going to do that today too. My mirror fell apart and I put it back together myself with a little too tightly. Okay, let me hold this up here. I want to do some blush looks too. And maybe some highlighter looks as well. I don't really know where to go here. Okay, let's go ahead. This is a refer number 16. And let's go ahead with this. Again, we're just going to play. I don't know that I won't be doing mastered looks and mastery the way a lot of people will, or the way DANESSA MYRICKS herself would, of course, because I'm not an artist. I'm a mere little writer, but I can talk to you guys about the performance, and so far this shade is going on beautifully. It really feels like all these ideas that DANESSA MYRICKS has had for shadows and with their foils and all these things that she does, it feels like they're really kind of coming to fruition, kind of solidifying in this palette. Like they're just working so well. I'm going to go here now into this. Let's see if there's any fallout. So I'm just kind of testing these products for you. This one is a glittery one, but it's very pretty. And I used a fluffy brush and I'm not seeing any fallout. I'm probably not the one to ask about that because fallout doesn't bother me. In fact, I'm probably going to take the same brush and just kind of put this on here as a little bit of a highlight for fun. So as you can see, having a little bit of glitter on me doesn't bother me. I don't want to be a glitter ball or anything, but it doesn't bother me. How about this shade here? I'm just having fun. I can't test all the shades, and like I said, not an artist, so I don't even know if that you'd want me to, but it just kind of looks like these are a lot of, they're a lot of fun. Let me check. I brought over some blush brushes. Here's a refer number 4. What about this as a blush? I brought over a bunch of refer brushes that were kind of narrow because I wanted to be able to fit them in the pan. Oh, that is pretty as a blush, isn't it? You can use these on lips too. I'm choosing not to use them on lips. I would have to really be going out somewhere to use it on lips, but look at that as a blush. Now it's dragging some of the shade that I kind of used as a highlighter with it, but I still think that's very pretty, kind of sweet. Okay, how about this eye over here? Using this palette, we're just moving quickly. Okay, let's start with this kind of matte purple. It's like a blue purple. This is a refer number 15. Is it going to be really dark? It is going to be really dark. Okay, let me just tap that off a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Kind of a smoky blue thing going there. I don't know where to go with this. Let's go in the corner. Same brush. Okay, I kind of have the center of the eye empty. Let's see what I should do with that. Oh my goodness. Let's do this one. These have a certain grip to them. This is going to be wild. Get ready. These have a certain grip to them. See, remember the individual shades, those flakes that were like so beautiful that DANESSA MYRICKS did so many seasons ago? This is like full circle on those. I mean, it's just so pretty. needs something inside, doesn't it? It needs something lighter, like this. There you go. There we go. It's really out of, you know, Pat McGrath has been so non-interstellar lately, and it feels like this is like what Pat McGrath would have been if she had continued on her space journey. Right? Another genius, Pat McGrath, who changed the industry. So I feel like, so there's like a kind of a pink eye and a green blue eye. Let's find another blush shade that I could use from either of these two. We're going to save this palette for, let's find another blush shade. How about this purple shade as a blush? I know we're going back to the first palette, but I still think I think it kind of works with this look. Again, you can use these palettes separately, or you can just kind of layer. Boy, these really work as blush. Usually it's jack of all trades, master of none. Pardon me while I fight with my mirror. Hey, that's kind of cool. So this blue-green eye isn't my favorite just because, you know, I know I'm wearing a blue shirt, but I don't tend to wear blue eyeshadow, but it's still really cool. And I'm kind of excited to dig into the next with the help of mascara and eyeliner. So let me go off camera and do that. I'll take this off of my cheeks as well and redo my base so we have a nice, clean slate. Right there. Kind of excited to play with this palette here. For me, it's going to be hard to remove these and travel with them separately. I mean, I'm not saying I won't do it, but I kind of want to jump all over them. But let's see. I think it's kind of good restraint to work with, kind of, you know, to kind of work with one at a time. So this is a rougher number 27, and I'm going to go into this pretty brown shade and just kind of knock off some of the pigment. And we're going to do both eyes the same on this one. Okay, I'm really happy with that. Of course, because I'm like safety girl, right? I like to play it safe. So that makes sense. This is kind of a ruddy, warm, reddish brown, and it's very pretty. I have taken everything off from those first disjointed looks that we did, of course. Okay, coming in with a Max 2 Rephr brush, same color. It'd be nice if I showed you underneath the eye. Now it leaves me with a lot of these sparklies and duochromes, and I kind of want to go gold. So let me get a nice clean Rephr number 1 brush, and let's go gold. I could use my finger for this too. Let's just do it. Let's just go gold. I'm going really lightly because I want that duochrome look, but I don't know how foiled I personally want it to look. Like if I pack this on a little bit more, or didn't use the number 1 brush, used a more of like a more densely packed. You know, the number 1 from Rephr is kind of fluffy. But if I used one that was a little more densely packed, I would get a bit more of a foiled look. But I don't necessarily want that look. I just kind of want something subtle. I used to be able to do this with one hand. I need like an assistant just to push down the mirror. Didn't know my own strength when I fixed it. Kind of pretty, huh? I don't want to do much more. I really don't. I know we want to test out the shades, you guys, but I'm... Okay. Okay, you know what I'll do? I got to test out more. Okay. I don't want to, though, because I'm really pleased with this look, but I know I got it. Okay. Let me just go into the... Oh, that's okay, actually, isn't it? The shade right here. That's okay. I kind of am liking that. The way that kind of transitions to this more, this greener shade here. I'm okay with that. Oh, that's nice. What do you think? That's nice. Oh, I'm really enjoying that. I'm really enjoying that look. Okay, took off the blush so I could try to get some blush looks out of this. Well, I know that I can get some highlighter here. Woo! Okay. But I'm going to put that all over the cheeks, I think, so that I can put blush over it. And it's really kind of pretty. Okay, now I need a blush shade that will go over this. Can I go back to here and use this? It's kind of a duochrome. But it's an okay duochrome for a blush because it kind of goes pink, it kind of goes sunsetty. I said I was just going to work with this palette, but I'm making the rules here and changing them as I go. It's a bit much, you know. I think it would be really pretty if I were going out somewhere. You know, it's starting to be a bit too much. I love the possibilities in this palette. And of course, as I'm showing it to you here for review, I'm trying to use as many shades as I can. But, you know, a little restraint would be nice on the everyday. And I could show that. I promise I could. I just wanted to show you different. You know, we're getting a little wild on the cheek. But I'm not mad at the eye look, even though it's got a lot of transitions. How about on the lips? Okay, I have this clearance balm I haven't officially reviewed yet on the lips. So I'm wondering, what if we did that? Okay. And yes, I could end up putting one of the kind of duo, trio, multi-chromes on the lips, and that would be cool too. Either way, innovative, fun, pretty. Most importantly, though, we can easily get distracted by how fun these are and stackable and magnetic and travelable and useful and mirror right here and all sorts of fun things. So it's easy to get distracted by that. What I think you should keep your attention focused on is the fact that this seems to be the realization of all the fun formulas that Danessa Myricks has been playing with and innovating and inventing over the quite a few seasons now. How many years? Many, many years. 4 and a half, how long? Oh, a while. And everything seems to just be gelling, and this is like such a realization of her vision, it seems to me, that it is a joy to play with. It is quite creative, even if, as I said, I would maybe use 2 of the shades. I think those 2 shades feel very special and unique, and I think it is a lovely palette, especially if you want to express your individual nature and have a lot of fun. Boy, the possibilities are truly endless with this palette, and therefore I think it's one of those palettes that I think everyone who's really into makeup should save up for and get, or wait for a sale and get. And if you love these kind of innovative, fun shades, you're just not going to be disappointed because the performance is there as well. And I think that is a key point to take away here. All right, so let me know your thoughts. I mean, you know, it's not about me, it's a community here. So I would love to know what your thinking is and how you feel the performance is. So many of you have gotten this because I was a bit late to the game. I went ahead and had it delivered, and the shipment was delayed. It happens. But I got to play with it, and you guys have maybe gotten to play with it too. So I would love to hear what you think. Look for it down below or up here in YouTube shopping, as well as information on our Facebook page, thanks Helen, and our membership here on YouTube, as well as super thanks, plus TikTok, I'm over there, and Instagram and Threads and all that good stuff. The highest compliment you can give me is to subscribe, so please do, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.